Let's find out if it gets any easier for the star-crossed lovers. Please welcome Maureen, Sherrie Hewson. It's my fault. I told you to put those
totally
plates
your
on.
fault. Yes, but I haven't had them on before.
Oh, Lord. Now, just think, for the next 10 Christmases to come, you'll be getting checks from It'll Be All Right on the Night.
It's entirely your fault.
I'm so sorry.
Dear.
Man's in complete shock in the front row there. Are you all right? How are your bits? Are they all still there?
Oh, it's all right. I'm all together.
Oh, you'll have a nasty bruise tomorrow.
Oh,
you'll have to... I'll give you a tip.
What?
I found Joan Collins in her dressing room once with a beautiful pair of Christian Dior shoes. She had it in her hand. She had a pair of scissors and she was going... carving the bottoms of the shoes.
Oh, I don't know
so
if they do that, do they? Well, I won't wear them again.
Exhausted.
What an entrance.
What?
Where
wasn't I?
Shook up.
Oh, that's not... Maureen would never...
No.
Maureen.
Oh, I'm wobbling all over. I can feel...
Maureen would never have done that.
Never. For goodness
sake,
she's such a
would?
wimp.
No, stop it. Get on with it. Sorry. Is the worm going to turn? Is she going to get
Sorry.
Is the worm going to turn? Is she going to gird her loins and sort that mother out?
Gird her loins? Oh, she'll have to, won't she?
Yeah.
Poor Maureen.
Well,
wasn't she sad then?
Oh, pathetic.
It's really sad.
But she does bring out a very sensitive side in Reg that I'd never have believed.
Yes, she does. Sweetheart he is.
What do they see in each other? Because he usually goes for a stronger woman, and she, well, he's not an Adonis or a sort of Chippendale by any means, is he?
Oh, you do have a way with words.
Well, he isn't, is he? What is the attraction for her? Oh, your microphone. I just spotted your microphone, so...
Can you start again?
I've just spotted the microphone. It had blown out. There, is that all right? Right. It's nothing if not live.
Has anybody got a tissue?
I haven't got a hanky. I'm sorry, I haven't got a hanky.
What did you say?
Why do you fancy Reg?
Oh, well, he's funny, isn't he?
Is
I
he?
mean, yes, I think he's funny.
Do you think he's sexy?
Yes, oh. He's undulating. Oh, he is.
Do you mean he wobbles a bit?
It's all sort of moves as you touch him. It's lovely.
Oh, what a gassy.
No, really, honestly.
Do you ever sort of get it on, as they say? Because he nearly got to grips on that sofa the other week.
Yes, it did. No, well, I mean, you'll have to watch and see. Yeah. No, it sounded like Super aren't they? No, you'll have to watch because it... No, it really is very funny, and it goes on and on from now, and it gets funnier and funnier, and they really love each other. I mean, she loves him very much. You see, she's been with her mother a long time, and this is the first time, really, that somebody's taken care of her. He took her to the opera. Oh, no, Les Miserables. What did he call it? Something very silly. And a box. They had a box. I mean, she's never known this kind of life. He's very funny, isn't he?
And I suppose that and the thought of all the free groceries you can get in your basket.
Yes. And anyway, yes, and I think that's a different lifestyle for her now, you see.
Are you getting waves of sympathy from the public?
Oh,
because not only have you got him, you've got your mother to put up with. How are they treating you, the public?
Well, you see, in the first place, I thought all these women that follow Reg, and he's got a big following of women, that I thought, well, they would either not like me because they think they, you know, that I was taking Reg away, or they'd like me. And fortunately for me, they do like me. And I was in a restaurant the other night, and this man came up to me and he said, you know, I hope you don't mind. He was terribly polite, and he said, we on Tuesday nights love you. And I thought, Tuesday night? That Monday, Wednesday... And I said, Tuesday nights? And he said, no, he said, we're a bunch of lads. We all get together Tuesday night and we watch you every Monday, Wednesday, and we just love you. He said, one of my mates, he said, he's totally in love with you. I said, oh, really? And my husband's sitting there, and I said, well, that's lovely. I can't think of anything nicer. And he said, but if that Reg Holsworth comes anywhere near you, he said, I'll have him. We'll all have him. I said, oh dear. I I said, well, it's all right, you know, because they believe, you see, and that's lovely. I mean, I was pleased by that.
It's rather unusual. Most people who go into Coronation Street aren't well known, with the exception of somebody like Brian Hibbard, who'd done a lot of series before. When I sat down and saw you, first of all, I was with a group of people, and we all went, what have we seen her in?
Yeah.
She's been in loads of stuff. And so it's slightly different. Were you worried that people wouldn't accept you?
It's strange, isn't it? Because the only other part that's rather like, it's rather like Maureen, was Mary in Loving Memory. Do you remember in Loving Memory?
Yes.
Mary. She was
Christopher
nice,
Beanie.
wasn't she? Yes. And it's kind of similar to that in a way. And I was this hair and real hair and not wigs and not bleached and not, you know, I was this person. And so it kind of slightly connects. People connect me to In Loving Memory. Where with Russ, I mean, we're a different character every few seconds.
With Russ Abbott,
Russ Abbott. It's different every few seconds. So people actually don't believe half of it. I mean, they don't believe it's me.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm everybody but Bella. I mean, lovely Bella Embo, who's a smashing lady, and then I'm everybody else, but I'm a different person every second. So this was strange coming into this, and now people call me Maureen, which is great. I love that.
Is it true that you got the part on the Russ Abbott show because somebody saw you doing an impression of Janet Street Porter?
No, that's total rubbish.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, this is quite a good story, that. Are you sure?
No.
Do you do Janet Street Porter?
No, what happened was, the man who gave me the job had seen me doing straight stuff and thought I could do an impression of Janet Street Porter, and I have no idea why to this day.
Yeah.
And in fact, asked me to do it on the first rehearsal day in front of Russ Abbott and Michael Barrymore. Walked in to the first day of rehearsals and did it. And everybody said, oh, you can actually do it, can you?
Right.
Well, they didn't say it in a northern accent.
No, they wouldn't.
They wouldn't, would they? No. And I did it, and then went on to do all sorts. Mary Wilson, do you remember Mary Wilson?
Yes.
And Toya Wilson, only I was her little sister Sawyer, who couldn't sing.
Toya Wilcox.
Wilcox,
Toya
sorry,
Wilcox,
that's me. And I did her, but I couldn't sing. The song was called Please Somebody Come Up Here and Stop Me. It was hysterical, and we went on from there, and it was great.
So how long are you in the street? I mean, are we going to hear wedding bells?
Well, I don't know, because I don't know from one week to the next. So, I mean, like you know as much as I do at the moment.
But
so
how long's your contract for?
It's 6 months.
Oh, so it's not going to, and I know I know you can't tell me, but it's said in the papers, something is going to occur on a waterbed. And I leave that to everyone's imagination.
Well, I would, really.
But can I suggest one thing?
Yes.
Don't wear those heels.
Oh, dear.
Because it really could be tears before.
It could be, couldn't it?
Yes,
it nearly was then, wasn't it, Judy?
It's been an experience
eventful, hasn't it?
to meet you.
Yes.
And we'll get someone to take you off to a darkened room now, and nurse can lash you up in sort of bandages or whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, Sherrie Hewson.
Thank you.